Hi, this is Jennifer Timko with Stampin' on the Fly. I'm here to talk to you today about the new Chameleon Color Tone Pencils. I did a review over at Splitcoaststampers and I used this sweet set from Ellen Hudson called Mondo Hydrangea. I stamped it in smoky slate ink from Stampin' Up! And then I colored with these fantastic new pencils from Chameleon. These pencils have two colors on each side, and they're amazing to use on their own, but also they can be used with the Chameleon Color Tone pens. Now, I used on these flowers for my card 3 of the color tone pens. The primary one was this gray shade, and on the left flower you can see here I was playing around with how I wanted to do the shading, including one petal where I kept the pen a little bit too much to the side and got the streaking. So remember to keep your pens more vertical, and then you can just add in your color. If you want to learn more about those, there's some great tutorials on the Chameleon website. I just added in the 2 colors of yellow to get just a little more variation on the centers of the flowers before I started working with my pencils. And you can see this is just full strength ink. The Chameleon pens can be used full strength, or you can use them in the variations of shades. With these grays, I decided to go with my blue pencil here, the cobalt blue and the midnight blue, to add a blue undertone in on the centers of the flowers, and then to top it off with the gray here that actually matches perfectly with the gray pen. So I'm going to go in real time here on the first petal and just talk a little bit about how I did the shading. I used the Strathmore mixed media paper. The paper really matters with these colored pencils, but I did find that I had good success with a number of papers. The mixed media, though, for me was my favorite. You need to use a light hand when you're using the actual color tone ink, alcohol ink pens, but with the pencils there's just enough tooth on this paper that it has, you can use a light hand and you can get really pretty shading. So I can just add in a little bit of color here to add depth. So the joy of these pencils, you can see there's 2 colors on each pencil, but these are really high quality wax-based pencil made in Austria. The 2 colors are meant to coordinate together, and all you have to do is flip back and forth, and you can see I do that pretty often throughout this coloring exercise with the 2 blues and then with the 2 grays. And with just 2 pencils, I'm able to add in what is a lot of depth of shading on top of what was already pretty with the pens. So I'm speeding it up just so that you don't waste your time watching me, and you can kind of get an idea of how I did the shading on each of these petals. But again, all you do is flip back and forth. The colors are meant to go together. And using a really light hand, you really just want to build the color up. I have a few other projects that I'm going to be showing over the next few days that use these pencils too. And my full breakdown and review is over at Splitcoaststampers. I'll have a link on my blog and here in my details of my YouTube page that you can see what I think about the pencils themselves. I hope that you enjoyed this really good look at these fantastic pencils. It's a great product. I didn't have colored pencils before that were wax-based, and this was an incredible way for me to start using this medium. Thanks for stopping in today. Don't forget to stop over to Splitcoaststampers. Have a really great day. See you soon.